Hello, everybody. Hello, El Chiwi. How you doing? We're going to do some more IndyCar driving tonight. Where this will be my last stream this week, and I'll be back again for more stuff next week. I know these weeks have not been past few streams haven't been the greatest. I want to. My schedule's been so busy. So join my Discord server. I updated the links last night.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, I know, Deva. He comes in my streams.
Hello. Shit, was having trouble with my Discord.
East cord.
I have no idea if
And
he
that
did or
cord.
not.
Too many fucking cords.
This is true. Way too many fucking cords.
Ooh, Pony Express is at Watkins Glen. Oops.
Fucking God, I ate too much.
What's up, guys?
Fucking
Shiat.
food coma.
I feel you there. What was for dinner, Dan?
Spaghetti.
Oh, that I love spaghetti.
It's better. It was leftover spaghetti. It's always better on the second day.
Where's our? There it is.
Did you have cheese and tomato sauce?
So I.
Did you have cheese and tomato sauce with it?
Oh yeah.
Not tomato
everybody-
sauce. You just call it noodles.
Yeah. Homemade tomato sauce, mushroom, onion, bell pepper, sausage, all that good shit.
Oh wow.
Gotta put sausage in it. Fuck that ground beef stuff.
Oh fuck yeah.
My mom used to make. Yeah, it was super simple. My mom, growing up, a pound of Italian sausage, Bragu, Prego, whatever was on the shelf. Mix the two together after the sausage is cooked. Boil up some noodles and you're done. I didn't have homemade spaghetti sauce until like I was like in my mid 20s.
Oh man, my wife makes a fucking killer homemade sauce.
And
We can actually get fresh tomatoes and shit out of a garden instead of buying them from the store.
yeah. Oh, that's well worth it. I did some race last night after practice at I think it was Talladega or Daytona in the trucks. I was fucking leading the race with 2 laps to go on a green white checker, and they start squeezing me down, and wanting to run 4 wide. And I get fucking wrecked about 500 yards before I run out of gas with 2 to go. I was like, you motherfuckers. Couldn't just let me run out of fuel. Took the whole field with me.
Hey, if you're gonna go out in a blaze of glory, by God.
Oh, God.
I died. I died. Wow, the ass of the car just kicked out from under me. Okay then.
I did 2 full fuel runs last night, one on reds and one on blacks.
Yeah, I did too. I really didn't see
And
much of a difference except for the first lap.
the time that I lost and the inconsistency, I gotta shut my fucking crew chief down. The time that I lost and the inconsistencies with the red all went away with the blacks.
Yeah. You just have to make it past the first lap.
You get past the first lap on blacks, solid. And with the blacks, I was running like high 47s, low 48s the whole entire run. And my last 2 laps were some of the fastest laps. And with the reds, I was running mid to high 48s.
We're doing IndyCar practice
the
tonight.
last couple laps were
I have a race
slowest.
tomorrow. So welcome to my stream.
That was pretty fucking high too, so I had like focus.
I was about to say, yeah, you had that hyper focus fucking going on last night.
Oh yeah.
I told a guy at work the other day I was gonna fucking snort 2 Adderall before I started racing. He was talking about the fucking Super Saiyan fucking focus. Pay attention. I got fucking food coma and I'm just like laid down all fucking slouched in my chair.
It's actually a league session.
I was up in my office working all day today. And I'm not used to sitting in a comfortable chair. My back's fucking hurting. Which sounds kind of weird, but
Alexander, welcome aboard.
I'm eventually gonna have to get another chair for this, for my rig.
Once again, I have to recalibrate my...
Why is the ass end wanting to kick out? Jesus.
Favorite car? Oh, that's a good question.
oh,
You got a toy car on the right.
some poo come out.
Oh, wow, that is a really good question. What is my favorite car on iRacing? I like a lot of them, but if I had to pick a favorite, it'd be one of the stock cars. I've been a NASCAR fan for 15 years. And this is a lot of fun to drive, except for when I do that. But Indy cars are fun too.
You've got some
I did some.
You on the reds or the blacks, Chris?
I'm on the reds. I'm doing
I did some
another
dirt
2 fuel
racing
runs.
today, so the dirt cars are fun. But if I had to pick a favorite, it'd be the stock cars.
where I fuck up at. Yep, don't follow
Missed your
me.
turn then.
Yep.
Yeah, it is a big snap in the kink.
Car on your left. Still there. Clear on the left.
Ah. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
You know, going
And
into
I
turn
smacked the
5,
wall.
I'm actually straddling the curb on entry.
Yes, I am. I'm going to Martinsville and I'm going to Dover.
Yeah. I can get a better squirt coming off.
NASCAR races. Going to Martinsville and Dover.
I never knew that before last night.
Martinsville's just around the corner.
And in fact, I've got my left tires almost touching the curbing on the right. Like way the fuck over. Like NASCAR driving Coda over. And tires are gone.
It really wants to snap on you when you're in a kink.
Yeah, there too.
Lord. I picked the wrong time to look at my fucking gauges.
Oh, you did? That was going to be hard for you to get through there even without looking at them.
I just looked down and I looked up, seen smoke and fucking weed parts flying everywhere.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I was telling boys last night, I don't feel comfortable on the reds.
Then I wreck it again. Take some front wing out or add rear wing. Okay. Let's
See, I'm not optimally pushing the car, so it doesn't. The reds don't bother me, but that's just because, like I said, I'm not overloading the tires.
Yeah. Now, I will say my short fuel stint, whichever stint that should be, I might, you know, if I'm gonna short fuel the car, you know, for say like 8 laps, that might be on the reds, but I'm pretty sure I'm running this motherfucker with the blacks because I'm getting,
Right now.
running the whole race with blacks?
yeah. Because I can make,
Oh,
I can
I did
make
change the
about
roll
10
bar.
laps.
Stupid me.
This car has absolutely no fucking rear grip on the first lap.
so I need,
I don't know this car very
so I
well.
pit on lap 10, pit on lap 20, pit on lap 30. I mean, you gotta force stop it.
Because I mean, you're only going to be able to save a gallon per fuel run,
Yeah,
and that's
just
a
not enough.
super fucking saving. And yeah, that's nowhere near enough.
And even if you were on map 8 and you somehow were sucking in enough air to keep the motor cool, you're still saving 1 gallon, maybe a little more, and you're still a lap short. So fuel saving isn't going to be an issue. Everybody's, I don't care how much fuel you're saving, you're not going to 3-stop this thing. You're going to end up 3 laps short, maybe 1 lap short at best. Because you're going from 1.3 gallons, 1.33 gallons to 1.43 gallons per lap. So if you got 43, divide that by 1.43 at worst. Oh wait, how's that work out? 1.43.
No rear grip in the slow or high speed. Yeah, that's what Dan was saying just now. It's hard to get rear grip when you're on the first lap.
I don't know, I'm stopping however many times it tells me to stop. I can't. It's between the pit delta of 35 to 37 seconds a lap. So you're going to lose minute 5 seconds, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, or 2 minutes and 20 seconds just in pit stops.
Yeah.
You got to be 30 seconds to the good. It's just not, it's not possible. Barber was a closer decision to the 3 or to 2.
Well, I knew I could 2-stop Barber. I'm not even going to try to put any fuel mileage calculations into this one.
Yeah. No, this one's, you're just gonna run whatever you run. The only at best you can get is by short fueling and putting reds on at the end to save yourself, you know, a couple seconds in the pits.
Front wing is damaged.
You on track?
Yeah.
Try taking turn 5, like I was telling you.
I'm already past it now.
Next
I'll
lap.
do it next. Do it next time. Hi. Ooh.
Pit box in 10,
Now, what are the engine maps?
5,
Basically, that's
3,
fuel usage.
2.
1 to 5 are your
Right
base
here.
maps. 5 being the most fuel saving, 1 being the least with full power. 6 and 7 are the same as 1. It's a slightly different way the throttle gets applied. And then 8 is max fuel save under yellow flag conditions.
All right.
We're done. Get going. Move it, move it.
I saw this documentary today, Grand Prix, the Killer Years, about the late 60s and 50s Grand Prix racing. That's pretty fucking good. Unless you're Colin Chapman.
Hey, Jeremiah, how's it going?
It's like the documentary on the 73 season, The Quick and the Dead.
Yep.
Good?
Has a lot of narration by Jackie Stewart, but yeah. That's the one that opens up with the death of Tom Price.
Yep.
I think that was
Not
the
too
South
bad.
African Grand Prix. It's the one where he dies and then the marshal gets hit by the car going by.
Yep. That's where Tom Price died from the marshal's fire extinguisher.
Yep.
And then later that year, you had Roger Williamson. He was 73 too, wasn't he?
Yep. Yeah, Roger Williamson. You had
Sever.
Francois Sever. Yeah.
Sever at Watkins Glen that year, and then Helmut Koenig in 74.
I'm gonna get something to drink. Yep.
I'm looking at Bentley's time, and I'm wondering how many times a lap you can use push to pass.
Anytime that you can hit that bitch.
I think the fucker was hitting it under braking.
He just got it pushed in. Don't even got to mess it.
I think Chad said he counted 9 times on one lap.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, I like getting notifications too. I have so many of them on my phone, it's not even funny.
Did a 147.1, 147.6,
I think he's pushing it now.
a 147.9, and I'm on blacks. It drives like the Lotus 79 with this setup the way it is.
Oh, no problem, Jeremiah. I'm starting to look for some equipment that you talked about last night with me. I'm interested in that microphone now. I mean, I'm just doing some basic research. I'm not in a position to buy anything yet. Yeah, hit me up in Messenger or something. We'll talk about it.
Another 47.6.
I get paid from work tomorrow. Perfect. Perfect. Cool beans.
Bullshit.
Laters. Love it. Spent some 0 points for me.
First time I ever felt loose going into your carousel. I really need to do a better job of isolating my mouse from all the vibrations on my rig.
Nothing like seeing a cursor float across your screen, right?
Yeah, then hearing a thud. Wondering, am I going to need that in a little bit?
You probably
Sit
will.
on the road race one night.
Butch, I was riding along with you those several laps.
Yeah, I am just slow as shit on the black tires, man.
Remember how I was consistent last night on the blacks last night, Butch?
Yeah.
Running 48.0, 48.0s, 48.1s, 47.5s, 47.6, 47.5.
Well, you got to remember that was near the end of the session. Track's 118 degrees right now.
True. The front feels a little washy, but other than that, pretty damn solid. Hey Ryan,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna go left.
Car on
Thanks.
your left.
There you go. I didn't see you coming.
Clear. Left side.
Okay,
Clear on the
we
left.
gotta turn for that one.
I didn't see you coming, and it distracted me.
That's alright. That's alright. Where the fuck my mouse go? Oh man, I sent it.
I was like, wait, what's going on? And then all of a sudden I look up and there you are.
Yeah, I was watching my relative as I was creeping on you.
I thought you were riding along with me.
I was in the middle of the corner.
No, I thought you were riding in my cockpit.
I was in the middle of the corner.
Car right. Still there. Clear.
Yeah, I'm all mid 47s on that run. And on the reds, my first lap was a 46.9, and then my second lap was a 47.7. So only 2/10 faster. and a tenth slower than my second lap on blacks. And I still can't figure out how we can make this a fuel strategy race. I just don't think it's 4 stops the whole way through unless somebody else figures out something that I haven't seen yet. You might be able to get 2 laps over the race distance.
God almighty.
Maybe 3, but you'd have to run map 8 the entire time.
Sorry, Dan.
That's all good, buddy. If you can run map 8 now, you can
What?
not blow up.
Wait, do what?
You can't run map 8 under race conditions, you'll blow up.
I'm on map 7.
It's fine.
Run map 6, your throttle shaping would probably be a little bit more conducive. It's a little bit more forgiving.
Map 7's the one that's more forgiving down low.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So which one should I use?
7.
Map 7.
Okay. Yeah, when I get to that kink, it's just snapping out on me. It wasn't doing that last
just
time.
a little bit before you go in there. It'll keep the rear end planted.
I could fuck that corner up and still not have it snap. What is going on?
It's the
Let
first
me run a couple
laps.
laps. Okay. It's not. It's kind of sketchy, but
Yeah, it's
manageable.
not horrible. But
let me do a couple laps till my motor blows up. And then I'll hop in your cockpit and see what's going on.
Me?
Yeah. You got your driving line turned on, right?
Nope.
he said he wasn't going to use it today.
Yeah, I just remember that.
Yeah, Jake said that last night.
That's okay. You don't need it.
And I did some extra test sessions earlier today.
Okay. Well, the 3 of us, we've been around this track a few times, so we can definitely help you, and I think even Dan is going to be a big help too if he can get in there.
Ridiculous.
So even if map 8 does work, your lap times are going to be about 6 seconds slower a lap.
I don't think you'll be able to complete a full lap in map 8 before you start getting PC.
I'm to see how, like I said, I'm going to see how long I can go. Wait, you got the best of both worlds up here. You got blacks and map 8.
What could go wrong?
Good news is I can jump on the throttle and not spin it anywhere. Use that bitch as a switch. Just to fuck with you, I'm gonna hit the button.
Well, nice. I spun in the kink and didn't hit the wall.
Hey, a blind squirrel gets a nut every now and again.
I fucking. I'm gonna go up in
Hey,
the
keep
stands and
going.
hit.
Try to complete the lap. See what... I'm interested to see what the lap times.
I did one lap. No,
.203 with the spin.
so I was 3 seconds slower. 3 seconds slower per lap on map 8. So our pit delta is 35 to 37. So that's what, 12 laps?
Yeah, not even.
After my first fuel run, I've negated my shorting a pit stop
Yep.
and fucked myself.
Come on, Ryan, do this right.
Right side. Clear on the right.
.156.3, nice. I'm over driving this thing.
It's very easy to do.
You can't
Yeah, you're
have too
2
much
seconds a
damage.
lap
We've gotta
faster than
fix
me.
it.
My last one was 156.
I was talking about Butch.
Oh. I thought you were talking to me.
Damn, dude, you're smoking. There it goes again.
I read a recap from last week in Discord.
Oh, the recaps that I write up.
Yeah, I read it, and I read through my park from last week.
You know, going back and watching that, neither one of your incidents was really that bad.
Then why did I get parked for it?
So we have a rule within the league that if you cause 2 yellows, you have to park. And your 2 spins brought out yellows. And we had to do that because in previous seasons, we had instances where a single driver would bring out like 3-4 yellows per race. We're like, we've got to put a stop to that. So that's why we came up with the 2 and done rule.
I mean, after the second one, I knew something was gonna happen, but I didn't expect a park, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a lingering effect deal. So in other words, there's no like penalty for this coming week or anything forward. It's just for that race, you have to park.
Yeah. I mean,
Good
and that's
news about
go ahead.
yeah. The good news about being on a road course this week, we're not going to be bringing out the yellows. So if we had worst case scenario, we had a repeat of last week. All right, and you brought out 2 more cautions. That's when things would not go so favorably.
And
That would bring out another sideline visit for a race.
and that was the second time this year I've been parked.
Yeah. But we're gonna get you right. We're dedicated to helping you out.
I'm trying, y'all.
Yeah, we know.
I mean, we all know, and some of you guys raced in real life, but wrecks are part of it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and like, you know, like I alluded to, as Chris did as well, you know, it's not necessarily they're not directly aimed at punishing people. They're more for providing more green flag racing for everyone else. So, like Gateway, you know, it being a short track, we could have had the same thing at Iowa, where a single driver, you know, brings out multiple yellows. We had a race, I think it was season 2, where, no, it was season 1. We had one driver cause 4 yellow flags in a single race.
And
all
then I
4
couldn't continue.
No, what? It wasn't Chris. But all 4 of them happened before we even got 3/4 of the way through the race. You know, the only reason that they didn't bring out a 5th one is that when they caused the 4th yellow, they finally did enough damage to their own car that they couldn't continue. The bad part about it is the 3rd yellow that they brought out and the 4th yellow that they brought out took out an extra 6 drivers.
Oh, they were all multi-car crashes.
Yes. So this one driver, you know, through the 3rd and 4th wreck, ended the race of 6 other drivers. And that was why we made the rule and kind of changed things up, and like, you know, yep, accidents happen. We hate to do it. Look, we've all seen a race. I don't care if it's IndyCar or NASCAR or whatever, where a guy spins or whatever multiple times and comes back and, you know, finishes well. Hey, even in some cases wins the fucking race. But we also have to look at the way we kind of look at things here is, you know, sim racing is a hobby. None of us are getting paid to do it. You know, if anything, it's costing every single one of us money to do it, whether it be through us hosting sessions, to hosting a league, to having your account on iRacing. It all costs money. Nobody wants to spend money to run pace laps. So we
Hey,
kind of like
you.
look at things, fuck you, Dan. Well, that's the only way you can actually get the lead, so.
Thanks.
But in the end, you know, we had to look at the bigger picture. We had to look at, you know, do we want drivers going away because we're running 40, 50% of the race under yellow? Or do we want to, I don't want to say drop the hammer on somebody, but that's a loose way of putting it. Do we drop the hammer on one or two drivers that are repeat offenders for them to get it through their head that I've got to practice more and I've got to be better prepared for when the races come so I don't get parked? Now, to your point, you're a rookie. We get that. We understand that. Us parking you is not us trying to scold you. If anything, we would hope that if and when you do get parked during a race, you do like you've done in practice. You jump in my car, you jump in Chris's car, Dan's car, Chad's car, and learn something. You know, see what we are doing differently. One thing I will say primarily is look at the angle of the steering wheel through corners for each driver. I think we talked about this when we were practicing at Pocono. You're turning the wheel too far. You're probably turning the wheel too far through the kink here at Road America, which is why the back end's coming around.
Yep, just gotta learn the throttle steer right there.
Yep,
I was just
and
going through the kink and doing just that.
It's a very, very, very light turn on the wheel. It seems like you gotta turn a lot because you're fucking hauling ass there, but it's really not. So if you ride with somebody and you see their steering wheel and how little they're actually turning to get through these corners, it kind of gives you a better understanding of, you know, what you have to do to get through.
Then is the back to what I was saying before, is the severity of incidents taken into account when deciding if to park someone or not?
Oh, 2 cautions and you're done. It don't matter what you did.
Correct.
That's
Yep.
the fairest way we can figure it out, and it saves race control the time having to figure out. Because at the end of the day, the severity of the wreck is going to be opinionated by race control because we're not
right.
going to be able to see it.
Right. Severity is subject to judgment, and judgment on who's viewing it.
And that's why we
to remove that, like Dan said, it's just if you cause 2 yellows, it's you cause 2 yellows. Like, again, your situation at Gateway. You had a self-spin. You were all by yourself, didn't cause any other damage to any other car. But it still counts as 1 strike against you. Your second incident, you got loose. And to avoid you, Glazer spun himself. And then you ended up in the wall. That brought out the yellow. Again, not that bad of a deal, but it was the cause of the yellow. And that's why you got hit with it. Yep, it sucks.
Man, hell, I had to park Chris.
Yeah. And
So
look, that's...
we're not above the law. We do it. We're going to
Absolutely
get parked
not.
too.
Yep. I mean, hindsight being 2020, and being completely honest here, if you go back and like Gateway, and I even typed it up in the post race, the incident with Hollyfield when he self-spun, he moved up the track to give me more room on the bottom because I wiggled. Now, I never lost control of my car. I never got sideways. But his spin could indirectly be attributed to me getting loose underneath of him as I was lapping him. You know, if I had gotten sideways more and bumped him or caused him to otherwise spin, that incident could have been put on me. And then when I later spun by myself, passing Lyle, that would have been 2 for me, and I would have been done. Doesn't matter that I'm P2 in points. Doesn't matter that that I'm an admin. If anything, as an admin, myself, Dan, Chris, Nate, Mikey, we all see ourselves as, not only are we not above the law, but we're more restricted by the law. We are the example that everyone else more or less follows. So if there's a situation where, excuse me, there's a situation where, a penalty has to be doled out, and it's one of us, we're getting hit. We're getting hit with the max. Because if we can get hit, then every regular driver in the league that's not an admin will sit back and say, well, fuck, he's an admin. If they just penalize the admin, what the fuck are they going to do to me when I fuck up? And that keeps everybody on their P's and Q's. Okay. It makes everybody understand that we do not play favorites. Everybody gets treated the same, And, like guys like Mikey. I've raced with Mikey, I don't know, 15 years, somewhere around there. I've raced with Lyle for 10, 11 years, 12 years.
In real life?
No, sim racing. But like Mikey was around back in the old days of like NASCAR 2003. He'll tell you, I was a head admin in the league back in those days, and we had one race where not only did I disqualify myself from the event, but I slapped myself with an extra 30-point penalty because I did some really dumb shit. I was an idiot, admin or not, head admin or not. I was an idiot, and at the end of the day, it's like, that was fucking stupid. It should have never happened. It breaks this rule and this rule. I'm getting hit twice, fuck it. And I did. And
throw this out there, when I dirt raced, my home track had the 2 when you're done rule. If you caused 2 cautions in one event, you were done.
Yeah, so a lot of racing has gone to that. So Kieran Brugelli, who races part-time here with us, he runs Outlaw Karts out in California.
In real life?
Yes. They have a 2 and you're done rule. And like that's legit racing. They're racing for money. Yep, it's little outlaw go-karts. They're circle track on dirt. But
fun as shit to drive.
If you spin twice, you are fucking done.
Yep.
Quarter midgets was the same thing, and we're talking 4.5-year-old
Yeah.
kids. Like, want to talk about a brutal rude awakening for a child. Like, yeah, you fucked up twice, you're done.
Yep.
That's life right there.
When I moved to the super late model division, they hold the guys that drive the super late models at a higher regard than they do everybody else, just because the teams have more horsepower and there's more moving parts to a super late model than there is a Renegade or a Super Stock or something like that. And I mean, there's going to be cautions. There's going to be wrecks, and people are going to beat and bang each other. It's dirt, but it got to be where if you were having a 50-lap event, 25 of those laps were under caution because people were getting away with shit. And it would be, I'm not saying that it's being done on purpose, but somebody needs to cool their engine off or let their tires rest or something. They would cause a caution so they could get that couple of laps of rest. And they finally got to the point where if you caused 2 cautions during an event, you parked it. If you did it the following week, you were parked for that event and the next event. But that's just my 2 cents in it. I mean, hell, I got parked. For
I'll be right back.
a couple times dirt track racing. So
I was gonna
Stop
say,
giving them the damn finger.
So
I
I'm
think
not the only person who's gotten parked. Period.
oh hell no.
oh hell no.
No, I mean, there's times where I've parked, nobody's told me to park, but I mean, it's like, I've spun out, it's like, what, fuck it, I'm done. There's times where I've wrecked my car, limped it to the pits, got it fixed, started to proceed, and like, all right, but then my wheel's at a 90 degrees, and I come straight out, and you can ask Butch. I've said, I'm parking this thing, this is too damn dangerous.
I parked my old boss man.
Mhm.
Myself. I'm like Mikey said, I've wrecked, got the car back out on the track. The car wasn't worth the shit, and I said, the hell with it. Drove it back to the pits.
Hell, there's times I wouldn't even make it out of the pits. Be like, yeah, no, I can't deal with this. So, and I'm not gonna sit there and jeopardize somebody else's race because I want to continue on with the fucked up car and a fucked up wheel.
Yeah. Don't think you were the first one, because definitely you ain't the first, and you ain't gonna be the last. I promise you.
Oh hell no.
No, and Ryan, don't think you're not a target. In my eyes, I'm not targeting you. Shit happens. It's just how it's gonna be. I mean,
That's just the rules.
yeah, I mean, I'll park Chris, Dan, or Butch if I need to. But they'll do it on their own.
I told him when we got in here, like, hell, I had to park Chris. So, I mean, like I said, it's not that we're pointing anybody out. It's just we're trying to make as much green flag laps as possible.
Yeah, if I got to park, I'm gonna make it worth my while. I'm taking Dan out with me.
Hell yeah, do it. Do it tomorrow.
And the good thing for me is besides being in the booth, I've got Butch, Dan, Chris, maybe Nate, but I've got them in my ear helping me making judgment calls that nobody else hears.
But you mainly watched me last week, right?
Yes. I 90% of my time I was watching you unless a caution came out, then I paused the game and then went to where the caution was.
But that wasn't necessarily waiting for you to make a mistake. That was just kind of keeping an eye. I mean, when it comes down to it, you like we talked about before, Ryan, you're the rookie, in the league this year. And, there is a certain, I don't want to say comfort level, but a lack of a comfort level with you right now in these cars. And it'll come. I mean, everybody, gets better over time. Dan will tell you himself flat out, and even I'll tell you, as good as I was many moons ago when I used to do this shit all the time, when I first came back to iRacing, I couldn't even run a road course. I couldn't run 2 laps because physically I was incapable of doing it. Injuries from a motorcycle accident. Dan couldn't run a road course just because Dan couldn't fucking run a road course.
This is true.
And, we ran the 24 Hours of Daytona this year. Dan probably put in about 2,000 fucking laps around that track, getting prepped for it. And overall, it's made him astronomically a better driver. Not just on the road courses, but on the ovals as well. Because it taught him a little bit more control, a little bit more forward thinking when it comes to the car and, what's going on with tires and things like that. So, every opportunity you get to get behind the wheel is an opportunity to learn. And then when you're not behind the wheel and you're just sitting there, I don't care if you're smoking a cigarette, eating a sandwich, getting something to drink, whatever, watch one of the guys that's consistent. Doesn't have to be fast, just consistent.
Perfect example. If it comes down to it and you see Nate on, pick his brain. I mean, I've sat in his car, he sat in my car, along with Butch, and they both helped me, in certain points. But that's why I mainly scream for when we're doing practices at road courses to have the preferred line on, because for me that helps me pinpoint where the braking line, the red start, to where I need to look at.
I'll be honest, Nate gave me a lot of help when they come to road courses. I mean, a lot of times he didn't have to spend showing me shit that he was showing me. and it helped me out a bunch. Definitely, you're not going to see me in the top 5 position at a road course, but I got
But
enough to where I can damn finish the race.
Exactly, and what we're trying to get at is you got people mainly in this channel right here that has no problem helping you. My thing with watching you is I wanted to see how you were doing, making sure you were, staying in a lane, and you were doing good. You're gonna have critics out there. Nobody can help that. Hollingsworth, he's one of them that he'll run his mouth and don't give a shit.
He's,
You won't see him here this week.
Hollingsworth is always quick to chirp.
Yeah, you won't see him this week.
Yeah, so just kind of like let that stuff roll off. But yeah, I mean, like Mikey said, obviously I have to watch the whole replay when I do the race recaps, and watching your run throughout that race last week, dude, you were running in the top 10, and you were there on merit. Like Hollingsworth lied multiple times to get around you, and you were running the high line, and you were running it well. You were relatively under control, and you were relatively quick. So take the positives from it. Don't focus on the fact that you had 2 spins and parked and blah 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 blah. Take the fact that you ran in the top 10 on merit, and when you weren't spinning, you had decent pace, and you did well.
Yeah, I mean, perfect example, Ryan. I think it was Auto Club. I was having one hell of a race. I was doing really good. I think Butch got wrecked up, but he was watching me, and I mean, I was up in the top 10, going after 8, and I got brake checked.
Yeah, you gonna race against some people that just automatically assume you're supposed to fucking move when they get around you.
Oh, exactly. I mean, it's like for me, I freaking Auto Club. I was up against the wall, went in the corner, nose dived down, past Hollingsworth, clear in front, way in front of him, and then slid back up to where I was more comfortable. And he bitched because I cut him off, and that wasn't the case. So he did the same thing, but when he came up, instead of going, he just fucking locked him up on me, and then bitched me out because I ran over the top of him.
I fucking hate this track. I'm a fucking piece of shit.
Hey Ryan, hop in my cockpit.
All right,
That is just
I'm almost
taken
to the
out of
pits.
context.
Wow.
That sounded like a fucked up
All
Dr.
right,
Seuss
Rick.
movie.
All right, Wreck It. I did
Someone's
good.
getting Fresh Prince.
All right, whose cockpit?
Mine, Chris. I'm just pulling out. I'm gonna fuck around on this lap. You tell me when you're in.
Go ahead.
You got fresh tires, but go around.
I'm on blacks, go.
Oh,
This is 3rd gear corner. You wanna? I'll show you next lap through, but you can run it way out there. You want to brake right here, turn in. Once you get past the opening in the wall,
So I'm on gear 2 going through there.
that's right. You go through there in 2nd gear. Here you go through in 1st gear.
This upcoming turn?
You can touch, 1st gear there. You can touch those. You can touch those rumble strips, bringing all the way up here.
And that
This
won't
is-
count as an off track, right?
Nope. Some of these corners you have to late apex. It means go on the back side of the corner. All right. 1st gear. Get on the throttle easy. This is 3rd gear. I kind of throttle steer. I hold my steering wheel nice and smooth. Get into 4th midway through. Between those stripes on the rumble strips.
Up
4th,
here's where I'm
6th
wrecking.
right here.
I'm
You
racking
can go
right
way
there.
wide. Yeah, you're snapping because you're missing that. Drive those rumble strips. Brake at the 3, all the way down to 2nd gear, and then aim for the sand. but don't hit the sand. This one's a sketchy corner. Second gear. Put the center of the cockpit on the yellow stripes. Coming out, just be careful getting on the power. You can be doing it, but before you get off the stripes, you should be upshifted in the second gear, or third gear. This is a third gear corner. You want to brake right at about that cone. I missed the entrance because I was looking at the cone. Down 3 in the second gear. Throttle steer coming out. Keep the wheel cocked and just throttle steer it back on and off the throttle a little bit. You get the front tires to bite, rear tires to bite. Then first gear, brake it to 2. Tires on the stripes. Inside tires on the stripes. Swing it wide. All the way over. Brake just before the rise. Go down 2 gears there. This is flat out. Feel the rumble strips on both sides. First gear. Squirt it when you get straight. Third gear. Fourth gear, throttle steer. You got to back out of it quite a bit in the middle. Hug it. Let it drift over. Ride that stripe. As soon as you get onto the concrete, upshift. Again, rumble strips. Rumble strips. And watch the wheel movement. There's very little movement in the wheel. This is feather the throttle. Then third gear. Molest that curb. It won't upset you.
Beat that curb like it owes you money.
See how wide you can go on those curbs?
Yeah, I'm actually that little curve right there. I'm always in gear 3 and I'm always got the throttle half down, because if I do what you just did, the thing will snap on me.
You got to ease into the throttle. What pedals you got?
Logitech.
Can you put a stiffer spring on your throttle?
Unless he does a... You have to get like the Leo Bogner kit to get do it. Well, I mean, there's YouTube videos on how to make it stiffer, but you gotta take the whole damn thing apart.
See how I'm shifting before I even get off the rumble strips there?
So you're putting it in 3, going from 2 to 3 while it's on those strips?
Yes, sir. Brake halfway. Molest that curb. Spit.
Molest it so hard, Chris Hansen asked you to have a seat.
You gotta hit it hard enough so it learns its lesson, so she sucks your dick, but not too hard to where she bites it off.
Yeah, smack the bitch.
Will Smith style.
You know what you tell a bitch with a black eye?
Nothing. She can't learn her lesson already.
That's right. Should have listened the first time.
Call her Chris Rock.
What a harebrained joke that was.
We'll not be splitting hairs here.
Damn, Lyle, get some of that.
As a bald man, I'm highly offended that he made a bald joke. Go ahead, bud. Say something.
Nope, nothing.
He's thinking it though.
Now, this is the hard part. Oh, I tried doing an over-under and downshifted too late.
Ooh.
Like that?
Just like that.
Oh, I do not like the brakes on this car.
Find out how much I like them. That's up.
My brake pressure sucks. Where you going, Wow? Oh, that's where you're going.
It's up. You want to make a hard left there.
Forgot to put the off-road tires on it.
Didn't mean to freak Dan and Butch out.
No, it was me and Chris. We're good.
I'm about to say, I can't
okay.
roll with Bush on this track.
Hey, you want to make a hard left up at the top of that hill.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, shitty. I went up an extra gear and it messed me up for my downshifts.
Ah,
When I downshift, I don't go 6, 5, 4, 3 or whatever. I just go 1, 2, 1.
that sounds like an excuse. I'm just saying.
It messed up my rhythm.
But just be like me, admit you suck, move on.
Yeah.
Like my father-in-law, he's like, "Oh, you're gonna win on a road course one day." I was like, "If everybody wrecks, and then that's still not a guarantee."
Damn.
Well, I got a hell of a run coming out of there. Nice.
Now, why were you revving the engine through there
Where?
just now?
Throttle steering.
What does that do?
helps plant the front of the car. Ah, shit. I started to push.
Get going.
Man. I could have got on the gas a little bit earlier. See, I was having a throttle scare right there.
Yeah, is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
The pump, Matt pumping the throttle.
Yeah. on fuel, Butch?
2.5 laps, I think, next time by.
Fuck.
Why?
I got a pit. I'm on my 9th lap. I was either gonna wreck you or follow you. It was gonna be close. That's one thing I haven't practiced too much. I know where the escape key is, but I haven't figured out how to pit in.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Give it a go.
Remember, you're out lap, you're on cold tires, so take it easy.
Why don't you pop in front of them and take it easy on the first lap and show them the line?
Yep, coming by you on the right
Car
one.
on. Clear on the right.
Tuck me
Remember-
behind, Butch. I'll chase.
Best way to do it is slow in, fast out.
Break now.
She said.
First gear.
Where are your bars at, Ryan?
And I wrecked
I'll
it.
tell you in a second.
All right, so
Okay.
when we're asking, you know what we're asking about when we ask about the bars, right?
Yeah, the ARBs, ARB.
Correct.
Yep.
So generally speaking, when you get behind somebody, you want to lower the front bar. That'll help you regain some of the traction lost by being in the other guy's dirty air.
So my front one is 3 and my rear one is 2.
Right. So being behind me there, you may have wanted to go like 3-1 or maybe even 2-1 because you're on cold tires. Wrong gear.
Yep.
Are y'all
Big
in my
difference.
cockpit?
What's that?
Are you guys in my cockpit?
No, I was following or watching you.
I need to make some hotkeys.
Yes, sir.
You have a G920, right?
Yes, sir. Oh.
You've got some damage.
Oh, you
Let's
can't
get
go
that
2x2
fixed.
there. Maybe if you're on the inside, you definitely can't on the outside. Got a little light.
Whoa!
I got distracted by his floppy front tire. When you said you wrecked, I didn't imagine you would drive it the whole way back.
Hey, I got it out of the ditch, so and I pulling it in pits.
That's some effort.
My wheel is vibrating as hell, though.
Trying to reduce the front downforce on your car there, Butch?
Hitboxing. 10,
Just a little bit. Ah!
5,
I fell off the earth.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I like it when I get in arguments with flat earthers. It really pushes them off the edge.
Yeah, right?
I mean, currently I can't adjust the bars during the race.
Yeah. I mean,
You have to set up buttons or whatever on your wheel to adjust your ARBs.
yeah, I got hotkeys for mine. I'm still not brave enough to change my setup. I want to so bad.
Do you have like left and right, up and down bound at all? So like cycle through menus.
Yeah. That's how mine's set up. It's all cycle through menus and select changes, and I got 4 switches for that. Tokyo Drift. Oh shit. I tried. Oh my god, that was an awesome replay. I gotta watch that. Where's that? That was funny as fuck. Yeah, I've got 4 buttons. I mean, I could switch over all my shit to, I think it's snapped.
Left side. Clear on the left.
My roll bars, my front ARB, my rear ARB. You know, I could do, like, all of that.
Hey, Lyle.
Yeah.
Try adjusting your FOV so that your mirrors are not split. Bring yourself closer to the steering wheel. See if that helps you out at all.
Get this track. I can't get this track.
And dude, how the fuck are you driving with your arms outstretched like that?
Feels comfortable to me. Yeah, I'm trying to get webcam out, like
Oh.
camera shit.
Yeah, like I'm watching you. Dude, you are reaching for that wheel.
Yeah, my
I'm
arms
not
are at
gonna
a
pass.
90 degree.
See how big my arms are right now? And I got the wheel in hand.
So my elbows, I'm probably
I'm like,
I'd say like maybe like a 60-degree bend on my elbows. I'm a little bit further away from the wheel than what Chris is.
see,
Hang on,
I'm pretty close. So my elbows are 90 degrees when I've got the wheel 90 degrees.
See, there's my elbows there. So I think with you being so far outstretched, Lyle,
Your
It's-
camera's off.
it's making you
It's exerting too much effort.
Yeah.
Way out there. You can hold a glass of water with a fully extended arm. Glass of water is really light, but after about 15 minutes, that thing's really heavy. Next thing you do
Get
is
it
you bring it
closer
back
to it.
in. You bring it in closer, and you're able to hold it for probably another minute.
right
Because of the leverage, it's-
Right. So see if you can get yourself in a little bit closer. Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna keep my hand where it's at. See the bend in my elbow? The bend in my elbow is about where I have mine at. I think Chris is maybe bent just a little bit more. He sits a little bit closer to the wheel than I do. But yeah, you want a little bit more bend in your elbow.
Yeah, 45 degrees is somewhere between 45 degrees. Once you get to, you're about 30.
And see the other thing, like looking at Mikey's. So Mikey, your wheel, it's tilted too much like a fucking bus driver.
Well, yeah, that's the 923, 920.
Yeah, yeah. So there's ways that you can like tweak that. You can use like shims and shit like that on the back side of it to kind of tilt it so the wheel's more angled this way. But yeah, like you could do like there's different ways to do shit. But
I have my wheel. If you're sitting in my rig, my arms are like right at a 45-degree angle, and the top of my wheel, if the wheel's straight, is at an angle or a little angle going towards my Adam's apple.
yeah.
Yeah, mine's maybe 5 degrees.
Yeah, that's what I think mine is. It's whatever the natural
Yep.
angle of the CSL Elite is.
Yeah, it's about 5 degrees.
Yeah, see, I've got, mine's on a swivel, so I can angle it from here to probably semi-truck driver.
All right.
Mine's about straight up.
Well, Friday I'll be going back to my G25 because the old man's back on iRacing. He wants his shit back.
Nah.
So I
So
need that boat to hurry to fuck up.
Ryan, do you have the Discord up?
Yes.
Is that on? Do you have like a separate monitor for that? It's all one monitor.
One monitor.
Okay. So I don't know how well this is gonna work, but if you could bring Discord up, right, and you'll see me, Chris, and Mikey. We all have our cameras turned on.
Yeah. I can't turn mine on. I'm streaming.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So I'm gonna go out. You don't need to really see what I'm doing on track so much as watch my wheel and
Your actual
this is-
wheel.
Right, like what's in my hands.
Okay.
So, like on my camera. And you'll kind of see that as fast as we might look sometimes, or as smooth as we might look sometimes, it may not always be pretty. All right. So I'm going to pull out of the pits
But
here.
you're gonna need therapy.
Yeah. So my hands almost never stop.
Almost never. Them motherfuckers never stop. This motherfucker's got Tourette's.
Well,
Yeah, watch Butch go around.
Jesus Christ. What lap was that? Man hit the wall at light speed.
so there's all these little corrections that I make when I'm in the corners. I'm getting ready to go through the kink now. You'll see how little I turn my wheel. See, I barely turn the wheel to get through there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ayrton Senna used to say each turn of the steering wheel, each time you tweak the steering wheel is 1/10 of a second.
Yep. But then when you watch him drive, he was violent as fuck.
Yeah.
But those cars were violent as fuck. So that's a lap. That's a lap of getting around this place.
He said, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Yeah, right.
Now, hop on my cam.
I'm looking at it.
Pop on pop.
All right, note. Just watch the difference in hand movement.
Watch your actual wheel, or watch you on the.
Watch my actual wheel.
Okay.
Watch him on his camera.
Got it.
This is turn 5. Coming up the hill underneath the Corvette bridge. That was that flat out right-hander.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm going through the kink, just went through the carousel.
You hardly even steered when you went through the kink.
Nope. That's that rise under up the top of the hill. Last corner. That was a 47.6. Up
Lap
the front
time?
straightaway and back into turn 1.
The lap time was 47.6.
Yeah.
Went 4 miles in 47 seconds.
147.
Oh.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Yeah. Bend that corner bad. I think I kissed it. Now I'm going through the kink again, just a second. I mean, that's just flat out and just let the car ride. A lot of turning is done with the throttle pedal. Jesus fuck. That was a pretty fast lap, Butch.
Hey, I burned the P2P.
Ah.
Well, they're going to replace
on a
the
Bentley
Batman
level.
meme. They're going to replace the Batman slapping Robin meme with the Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith.
Oh God. There goes my mouse. Alright, Nate hopped on. Let's all go about 8 seconds a lap slower. Give him a false sense of confidence.
Need to make that youngin's head bigger than it already is.
Why am I just watching Butch's hands?
Because we
I'll
were
be
helping
watching mine,
Ryan
too.
out.
OnlyFans. Send a donation.
About to say it. You got Butch's hands and Chris's hands and everyone's hands. It's a hand fetish.
My God, St. Louis beat the fucking dog shit out of Washington.
Yeah, boy. You know how happy I am about that shit. Fuck
God!
Oh.
I'm a Cats fan.
A what?
I'm a Cats fan.
Man, they should have implemented the mercy rule on that one. Shit.
Oh, you're talking about
Just can't put the
baseball. I
power down
thought you were
coming
talking
out.
about hockey.
I don't care about a hockey team, so.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. I'm a Nats fan in baseball.
Well, Nationals suck, so.
Hey, Bruce
After that-
Arians is going to retire.
I did just see that, yeah. Well, he's not retired, he's just moving to the front office, which is different than
Oh.
retirement.
Oh. That's right.
He's-
I'm looking at it.
Oh. Alright, a 44-9 is what I gotta beat. Noted. Is that a qual run? I assume that's a qual run.
that's a-
Hey, good win tomorrow, Nate.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I see everybody else wants to do the Vic Ravon's bet now, so.
Oh, so we go through the kinks side by side.
How much of a variation is this from the original Road America set?
Not much.
This is the set that we ran in between season 3 and 4. The only thing we did was we opened up the radiator.
Amber change. Still a little bit more front camber. Other than that, it's the same setup.
Oh yeah, a little bit more caster.
Tomato, whatever, fuck you.
Yeah.
I just had an epic save there.
That's good.
Your front wing is damaged.
And it happened in the kink.
Alright, I don't want to go out with everybody else here.
Yep, I meant to do that.
Didn't save that time, though.
Oh, there he goes.
He gone. Oh.
Chris, I tried the Gear 5 gift going into 6 in the kink,
Yeah.
and it snapped out on me, and I barely saved it. But
That's
it
good.
damaged the front wing.
Ah. Yeah. You want to shift in the 6 just before you start turning. It's like shift and then go.
No! What? You asshole!
Not
Figured we
thinking
would-
while on the same
Figured we would go out on the same fucking tires. Chris and I, our shit was worn out.
Alright, fuck it, let's go out on equal tires then. You want me to put on the blacks or the reds?
You want
Hard.
whatever the hell you want to put on.
You know, I'll make it, I'll keep
Put on pink if you want.
Rainbow bright, don't fucking matter. Just put some on and go.
Hey, Butch, what kind of racing gloves you got?
These are MSR. They're dirt bike racing gloves.
Oh, fuck.
I got the hyper grips.
Unit knocked your wheels out of alignment.
I got mechanics.
Your front wing is damaged.
We're still going though. Ah! Ah!
Ooh, a little hot.
Very humid.
Oh, 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 oh.
Bye, Nate.
Oh, I'm out of the wall. I'm not in the wall.
Oh, that's good.
I can catch up. Maybe.
Hitbox in 10,
Oh yeah, you're on reds.
5, 3, 2.
Yeah, the right front side of nah, dude. You don't need to go through the corner.
Yep, first lap is tricky, no matter what fucking tire you're on.
Like, it's so weird. Like it feels like it's got plenty of grip on the low speed. The high speed, it just doesn't have it.
Yeah. It's predictable though.
Go, go, go!
Unless I fuck up the rest of the course, I'm on a heater.
So you're trying to tell me to go get on my horse
Yeah.
and go? Gotcha. I'll just get out your way.
All right, fellas, I'll catch y'all tomorrow night.
See you,
All right.
Mikey.
Take it easy, bud.
Deuces.
Blacks felt good between, you know, really like 1 through 3.
Right side. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
I hit the kink that time.
There you go.
First lap. What am I guessing I'm gonna be at? I don't know.
46.7.
46.1.
That was my fastest lap of the day
Nice.
on blacks.
I'm probably gonna run the whole race on reds.
Stepped out just a little bit. Car waggles. This is gonna be a good fucking race.
Oh, clip the grass. Whoa.
You gotta really be on top of the track through that right-left combo deal.
Mm-hmm.
Hacker turn 5.
Oh,
Seen you coming, I'm like, I'm gonna give it an extra foot this time.
yeah. You learned your lesson last time, didn't you?
Just a little bit.
He gonna push. He gonna push.
Jeez! I can't get close to the apex! Oh, you cunt of a cat. Get off my lap.
Who's cat? I miss my cat.
You can have my cat if you want.
Go, kitty.
She died years ago.
Cat is standing right on my breaking leg. I don't go there either, cat. You fucking idiot.
I don't have any pets, unfortunately.
I'm running a fucking zoo over here.
Now, do you guys raise anything else besides these?
Anything.
Anything? Not league-wise anymore, but...
We ought to do something NASCAR as a fun race.
I'll race a grocery cart if the hill's steep enough.
I'm just testing the water, see what I can get away with.
That's what practice is for. That's why I stayed out wide. I had a feeling you were going to dive in there.
Oh yeah. Barely. Would never do that move in a race.
Clear.
Watch out. Fuck me.
Oh. A little weird. Like right as I went by you, it felt like it just snapped.
It did. I don't know what happened. Go out with a smile.
Alright, I'll pick a fair tire advantage here.
I think well, you're better at managing the tires, so you probably won't have the problems with the reds that I'm having. Even Chris is better at running the reds than I am, so.
Go watch that last dive in the T4.
Awesome.
The rears are locked up
Yeah, I saw.
the
Oh, damn.
entire time.
How much brake bias you got?
Like 56.2. I just put that much energy into the brake pedal.
It's only 2 clicks out.
I know when you're ready.
I'm rolling. Chris, I thought you said you were out. Oh no, you're fucking behind us.
Yeah.
Go in front of me, Chris.
Okay. That might be a little too much bias for me.
Oh!
Oh.
That was a tank slapper. I literally did the Connor Daly.
Did you hit anything?
Oh yeah, like
That's
literally,
bizarre.
Daly's crash he had in was it 2020 or 21? Except I actually hit a concrete and not a tire wall.
What track are you talking about there?
Here, like literally that corner and everything.
Connor Daly?
About 5
Yeah.
laps of fuel.
Man, I'll put my glasses back. Shit.
You got a flat car on the right. Go left. Go left.
Thank you.
lock up and a
Car on
half.
your left. Clear. Car on your left. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear.
Ah.
2 wide.
I had to change
Cut that
lanes.
corner and got a slow down
I
penalty.
had to change my shorts.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Get the fuck off me, you whore. Thank you.
And I overdrove her.
Out of the last corner now, Nate.
Okay, I think when you cross the finish line is when I can go and be really close to you.
Yep. At the bridge.
Now.
What? Okay.
Yeah. You kind of ran me into the grass.
I was pitching you over. I didn't realize you were in the grass though.
Yeah, I caught the right front with the grass and it started to whip on me.
I was trying to Schumacher you into the wall.
Yeah, it came close to that too.
Okay. I explained why you were there. Imagine that crash happened in real life.
Yeah, that would be nasty. I mean, this place has had some pretty nasty wrecks. Where's Chris at?
Right.
50 seconds back.
Be careful. Jake, you should back up to Chris a bit, and then we'll come out like right behind you guys.
I don't think Jake's in here.
Never mind then. Never mind, he just crashed.
Yeah, Lyle, that looks like a little bit better with the FOV.
Breathe.
Start finish.
Car on your left.
feels
Clear.
like pouring up
You
the-
whore
the
of a
drive.
cat! Get the fuck off my lap.
What'd you say, Lyle?
Everything feels foreign. I feel like we don't know how to drive.
You know, I've never done an FOV calculator, but I bet mine is really fucked up too.
I'll
Oh,
talk
Chris!
about pets
Chris,
and
baby,
shit.
where are you going?
Your dog's looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
I was trying to find my dog. In VR, he touched just my arm.
He right behind you.
My dog's dead.
He got that look in his eyes like, yo, there's a treat. Where is it?
Yeah, that's about it. And I don't got it yet.
Well, I'm gonna treat my ass with the bed. I gotta get up early again.
Alright, man, have a good one.
We'll
See
see
you
you
later, man.
tomorrow.
See ya.
Should I send it? Should I send it?
Go
Full
for it.
send.
Should I send it?
Send
I
it.
ain't gonna send it there. First lap sucks when you're behind somebody.
Yes, it does.
Did I mess you up, Chris?
Nope. I just gotta find my dog and put him to bed. He's itching at me. I'll be right back.
Car stop on the left.
I think I feel like I'm too far forward.
Not making that. Note to self, don't do that in the race. Oh, you're a fucking whore. Oh, I hate you, cat.
Still there.
It's sitting on my right leg, and it's paws on my left leg, and every time I try to use my left leg, it puts its claws into it a little bit.
Sorry, Ryan.
It's alright, Lyle. Bad idea to go too wide in that corner.
So I wanted to confirm with practice.
Your car has too much damage. We've got to fix it.
I had to turn down some road vibration. Just a touch.
Oh, you whore, you whore, you whore.
Let's give that a whirl.
Oh. I didn't think we're anywhere close there.
I think the wheel's still straight.
Guess my dog fucking barking. Yeah, my dog's annoying.
Now, if you wreck in the middle of a lap and you can drive, it's drivable, but you got damage. Is it better just tow it around, drive
Depends on
around,
how bad the
or tow
damage
it?
is.
What?
1.
Depends on how bad the damage is. Like, if you're fully in control of the car as it's moving, then yeah, you could drive it back. If you're having difficulty controlling the car at a reduced pace, you're better off towing it.
Because I wrecked in Barber that time, and then Mikey told me to tow.
Yeah, it was probably because of the extent of your damage, plus your position in the race. You were already, excuse me, last running multiple laps down. It served no purpose for you to try to drive it back. It created more of a danger.
I was almost at pit road entrance, anyways.
Oh, it's a lockup. I just snagged it right in front.
Okay, go.
It's the
You
lightest
knocked
it
your wheels
touches
out of
too.
alignment.
Yeah. It don't take much. Shit, we know that. Oh man, my fucking back is killing me. Shit. Yeah, I mean, like I was telling Chris earlier, man. Like I think this race, I mean, it's got just about every fucking strategy going for it. You know, do you run reds? Do you run blacks? You know, we did the math. I mean, it's going to be almost fucking impossible to 3-stop this, so 4-stopping it. You know, how do you split that up in your run and stuff like that? You know, do you go like, you know, do you do four runs of 9 and a 7? Because it's 43 laps, not 40. You know, how do you split up your stints?
Yeah.
So, I gotta upstairs real quick. That was good shit though, Nate. Oh. Yeah, Chris and I, what was it, Chris? About 3 fucking laps we did that shit, like side by side through corners. Oh shit, he's not on his computer. But yeah, Chris and I did that earlier. We were like side by side for like 3 or 4 fucking laps in a row. That's where we were figuring out, all right, if somebody's on your inside, you know, how deep do you have to go, or how, you know, wide do you have to go to make sure that they don't run into you, but that you also still make the corner, all that shit. Oh, there's Chris. Except for he doesn't have his headset on, so he can't hear us.
I'm sure this has been talked about before, but I notice on some tracks our cars have the have that bigger wing in the back, and then those bigger wings on the front, and then on other tracks the wings on the front and the back are smaller.
Yeah, so the IndyCar has 3 different configurations. You have a speedway configuration that's used for bigger ovals. That's what we would run at like Indianapolis, Atlanta, bigger tracks like that, Michigan, Daytona. When we go to short tracks like Gateway, New Hampshire, Iowa, we run short track configuration, which looks like the road course with all the wings, except for the front doesn't have the uppermost element, and the rear is missing the uppermost element. So I'm actually kind of wrong on that. You have a speedway configuration, an intermediate configuration, and then a short track / road course configuration. So the short track and road course look the same. The intermediate is the one that looks like short track and the road course, but it's missing the topmost element on the front and rear. And then the speedway has the tiny wings.
I like the speedway configuration the best.
Go either way with it.
I like all the configurations because I win with all the configurations. Just saying. I have won a race with every configuration this season so far. Let's do some quick stats. Brought to you by Nate Seifker Analytics Service.
Let's do that, shall we?
Okay, because I'm definitely not AWS. Go to stats of the 11 drivers who have started every race this season. The best average starting position goes to Chad Simpson with a 3.14 average starting position. Good job, Chad. Yet 0 poles with that. That's interesting, actually. That's consistency. To be at a 3.14 average but not have a pole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
The only driver that has a 100% top 5 is Kieran with his 2 races he started. The next best is Butch, Nate, and Chad with 6 apiece. The driver who's done the most laps this season is Chad Simpson with 828. The driver who's done the least amount of laps but done every race so far is kind of surprising, actually. Take a guess of who it is.
Me.
No.
Chris.
No. Wait,
Me.
which Chris? Which Chris?
Me.
Walker.
Me?
Samard.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I know Chris wrecked out on lap 1 at Gateway, so. But
That
Samard's,
couldn't have been me.
Samard's had a rough season.
18 drivers have led a lap this season. Only one's in triple digits.
That'd be you.
Yeah, that's me. 412, which means I have led over 50% of the laps I've ran. The next best is Lyle at 98. Which, just so everyone knows, 792, sorry, divided by 412 is, oh, I did it the wrong way. 412 divided by 792 is a 52% on that. And then
Yeah,
it goes-
Nashville helped you out big time there because nobody could fucking pass.
that's how Lyle's at 98 too. It's due to Gateway.
Yeah, but you could pass it, Gator.
Yeah, kinda.
Lyle, when Lyle was out front, he was fucking gone. He
So
just couldn't figure out what to do with traffic.
Nashville, Daytona's the only race I didn't lead a lap in. I led 152 at Nashville, 41 at the Glen, 101 at Iowa, 38 at Pocono, 65 at Barber, and 15 at Gateway. Would anyone like to guess who has the most incidents per lap? Oh, that doesn't really. That's kind of skewed. Darren, but he's only did 13 laps.
Yeah, he had real clusterfuck at the Glen.
Of the drivers who've done 7 races, the most is currently Yari.
Yeah, which cracks me up because over in Elite Racing, he's fucking finishing top 3.
Yeah, Yari is pretty stout when I race him there, dude. I don't know if it's just a different way of driving the car or what, but he is really on it there.
But what setups do they use there?
They use pretty much stock setups. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Oh,
Yeah, if he's used to official stuff, yeah.
yep.
Let's see, what's another cool stat we can do? Only 3 drivers have won races this season so far. Lyle is one of them.
Me, you, and Lyle.
Yep.
Yeah, Lyle's got 1, I've got 2, you got 4.
You have the best of average finish of drivers who've done all races at a 4.43.
Yeah, and 14th at fucking Gateway didn't help that.
And then it's 5.43 for me, and then 5.7 for Chad, and then the rest are in the 8s plus.
What's my average finishing position?
10.83. Your starting position's like right there too with that actually. 10.67.
What's my average?
Start
Yeah, probably
4.86.
5, yeah.
So I'm actually, if we're going, you're slightly going forward in races. I'm going back a position in races. Chad is going back 2 position in races.
Yeah.
Roll.
You look at, so like Gateway, I mean, I drove, well, Pocono, you figure, remember I had the problem with my sound. I drove through the field back to the lead.
Right.
I drove through the field at Iowa. I drove through the field at Gateway, and then obviously I fucked up going around Lyle. But yeah, like I've been good in traffic. It's just I gotta stop fucking making stupid mistakes.
I keep getting fucking
And
Bad
that,
luck.
the surprising stat is how many few laps Chad's led. Chad's only led 10 laps at Pocono and then 3 at Gateway. And
Yeah,
that was in the pit cycle.
Yep. I gotta stop fucking up in qualifying too.
Yeah, I fucked up Gateway qualifying pretty good.
Well, you started right next to me, so
Yeah, I know.
I wrecked on my first lap. So my lap of record was basically the out lap.
Where are you at, Butch? Let's see what laps you've led. You've only led in 4 races. Daytona. You led 5 at Nashville, 3 at the Glen, and 32 at Pocono.
How many tracks have I led at?
You have led...
Is it 3?
a total of 15 laps. You've led all but 2 races, actually. You've led 3 at Daytona, 7 at Nashville, 2 at the Glen, 3 at Iowa.
And the only races I didn't were...
Barber and Gateway, which you didn't even do more than a lap at Gateway, so. And I led every lap. I led every lap of Barber, so.
Anything with me?
Let's see. You've led 0 laps. Gateway was your cleanest race. 2 incidents.
Yeah, that was the self spin that got you the 2 incidents. I don't think when you half spun and then caught the outside wall, that was probably a 0x.
It was actually a 2.
Oh, that was your 2x? And how the hell did you not get an X for your spin?
If it continues as a controlled iRacing, they won't do it. That's why some burnouts, they don't give you a 2x.
Yeah, you're right.
I got the meatball in the second spin.
Yeah, you clouded the wall, I mean, pretty decently. But, I mean, like I said, when I was doing the recap for that race, obviously I have to watch the whole replay and go through and pick this and pick that. You weren't doing bad at all. Like I said, you were holding off Hollingsworth for several laps. And then when he got around you, you just kind of, your entry to 1, it looked like you turned in and then like straightened up for a quick second and then turned back in, and that just unsettled the rear and it looped on you.
Yep, right when I turned, the back end just got away from me and then I couldn't catch it.
Yeah. I know what that's like.
Nothing else really to write
I
home
hate it
about.
when that happens.
Is there anything else that's...
Well, I'm leading the league in number of parks per season. How about that?
You're killing it there, dude.
That's the wrong stat, though, but at least I'm leading something.
That's rookie growing pains, man.
Part of it.
Yep. That's all.
Butch
Like
and I are the only 2 to be in the top 10 for all but 1 race.
I'm still in the top 10.
Per race is what I meant. Like we've both finished outside the top 10 only once.
Yeah, Gateway. It was Gateway for me. It was Daytona for you.
Yeah, mine I can sleep a little better at night because that was completely not my fault. Well, the Gateway was your fault.
Oh yeah.
And I am killing it in the bonus points category.
I was up until the last 2 races.
28 bonus points compared to the next one is Butch at 17.
How many I got?
You have 8.
Oh, not as killing as I thought I was.
Just filling in the penalty points.
Yeah, the incident at Iowa with that fucking killed me. Because that's a race. That's a race. Number 1, I should have led. Number 2, I won, and number 3, incidents. Just a button.
This phone died.
There's a total of 5 people who have 0 penalty points this season. The point standings for them is 34, 28, 22, 19, and 1. I only have 2 incidents on the season,
Mm,
which I bet is Daytona.
yeah, it's definitely Daytona.
We'll fix that tomorrow.
Oh, what? Oh.
Yes, please.
How's that even possible? Why does it say I had 2 incidents? Oh, because it's not including my drop, which I bet is Daytona. That's why.
I was gonna say you had a couple off tracks at.
The Glen I had 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one counted. It's
And-
not counting the 4X at Daytona.
Right.
I was doing good in Daytona until the speeding on pit road. That's what did me in.
Well, the big wreck.
Somebody in the ass.
The big wreck on the restart was partly or mostly your fault, and that was just because you panicked a little bit when the car in front of you didn't go as quickly as you went, and you jammed on the brake, and that's what really backed everybody up.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But again, another learning experience.
Yeah, well, I had the I didn't realize, I didn't know what gear to use on restarts, and I had it in that time. I had it in 1, and then when the green lights came up on the screen, I started to accelerate, and I started drive. I was accelerating a lot faster than I anticipated, and we weren't past the finish line, so I couldn't change lanes yet.
Right. Well, generally speaking, especially on a restart, instead of hitting the brake, move to the side of the car ahead of you, whether it be left or right, and just lift off the throttle a little bit, and you won't run into them. It's a whole lot better than hitting the brake and having a big melee.
That's what I did.
I think every single one of us has, at one point in time or another, gotten caught up on a restart wreck like that where somebody in front of us doesn't go or whatever, and you do whatever the hell you can to not die. And more often than not, you're not so worried about hitting the car in front as you are as getting run over from behind, because that's usually where it happens at.
It's a chain reaction.
Yep.
I've done pretty well in this league.
The good old accordion effect.
I've only led 50 laps this season, but oh well. I guess that's what it is.
What's that, over at Elite?
No, Formula Indy.
Formula Indy, yeah.
Tuesdays. And I bet all 50 of them are on one race too. Let's take a look. Nope, all but 2. Due to pit cycle.
Where are you at in that league?
Second. By the grace of God, I'm in second place in that. And I think mainly because everyone shit the bed the past 2 weeks that was right in front of me, and I leapfrogged them all.
I think sometimes that's how.
I am.
Take a look
one
at
race.
I was just going to say, take a look at season 1. There's no way in hell I should have caught Samard and passed him in points going into those last few races. But it was just, one mistake after another from him. And it was the same thing for season 3.
I have 27 points I had to gain on this guy, and I think the way I'm pretty sure the point structure is it goes off of IndyCar points. Maybe. You get 50 points, and then you get a point for leading the lap, a point of position, no incidents, and then leading the most laps.
Yeah. Well, I think that's more like you, so.
I basically need to win the race and him to finish outside the top 10 to have a chance.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, and it's Mid-Ohio, which I'm decent at Mid-Ohio. I have no idea how good this guy is at Mid-Ohio. Take a gander, see if I can find his stats. Ohio.
The first sim racing championship I ever won, going into the last race, I had to finish first or second, and the guy that was leading the points had to finish 8th or worse. He finished ninth, and I won the race.
Wow.
So
God damn, my fucking dog is going ape shit.
I remember in the special events at USCR, on one of their seasons, it was MW and I, and it was the last lap at Texas, and I hit the apron coming out of 4, and he got me going to the line, and that's all he needed to win that one.
oh shit.
I have not heard from him though. That kind of sucks. I tried texting him, but he never responded.
So when I first got back on iRacing, he was hanging out with Solly and those guys, and he was on iRacing quite a bit. But I have not seen him in probably 2 fucking years.
I'm a Jeskies from the Midwest. Go Nate. Oh, Brett Moffat's on here, and
What are you in?
oh, I'm looking at the clubs thing. Yeah, but that's Matt right there. He sucks. What a garbage driver.
Who?
Oh, this guy I don't like personally. And this other guy, he's a pretty good dirt
Chris,
guy.
did you just go out?
Yeah, I'm coming back in.
Oh, okay.
This fucking bin did.
Bottle for him.
Gotcha.
On my outlap. Just trying to push too hard on the outlap.
Damn, he's got 2 fucking accounts.
Who dat?
Oh, my friend. He doesn't even want to race, dude. Maybe he's just straight garbage.
It could be.
Just like me.
Everybody's got to start somewhere, man.
Does it look like I'm on the right side or left side on the camera?
You're on the left.
Okay, it's like transposed on my Discord for some reason. It looks weird. I turn left and it turns right.
I can't find myself.
It's always mirrored. I don't know why.
I couldn't find myself on here. I was like, where the fuck am I at? My career stats for league racing. I won 55 races, 46 poles, 141 top 5s, 179 top 10s. Win percentage is a 21.24. Average starting position is a 5.96, and an average finish is a 7.69. Led 5,267 laps. And I've had 46 DNFs in 259 starts. That's a stat I'm proud of right there.
I'm not going to be mad if you have a couple more here this season.
Let's see. My first league win was Top Fuel. Yeah. Back in November 15th of 2017. Led 5 laps that day, and all 5 were under yellow to finish the race. Let's see. How many laps? What's the most laps I've led in a race? Oh, Milwaukee, season 2. Led all but 2 laps there.
Oh, that was close.
Yes.
Then Nashville. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3.
Alright, I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
4,
Okay, I'll catch you tomorrow, man.
7,
Bye, Lyle.
8, 9,
Later.
10. I've had 10 races where I've led 100 laps or more. I'll take that. That's a good stat. Is there a race where I've only led 1 lap of one? Let's find out. Nope, I have not only led 1 lap of one the race ever. Finished second a couple times though. So I have to lead 5 laps in order to get first. By the looks of things. It's the least amount of laps I've led where I won. And that was my first race. So just set the baseline from there, I guess. And in case you want to know, the most laps I led that I didn't win the race was 125. Finishing second to Kieran in the last season of Top Fuel. I had 8 incidents that race and I still... How is that fucking possible?
Fast repairs.
I guess there's 14 yellows, so I mean... Makes sense. God, is Scott even on iRacing? Let's find out. I knew
It's been in a few days.
Last I knew, I haven't seen him in a while. I love how I'm blocked on literally everything of his. I know I'm not swimming on a whole lot of people's heads, but I know I'm swimming in his head. That makes me happy. Oh, he raced in 2020 last. Oh, that was the last race that we did. I think let's just do official stuff now or something like that then. Okay. Are you guys on track?
Yeah. Just got to
Yep,
carousel.
coming through the kink.
Alright, I need to clean my apartment up. So...
I'm about ready to end my stream too. I already know who I'm going to raid. So let's go ahead and wrap it up.
They're inspecting it next Wednesday.
For what?
They do a yearly one, and then also the fact they're redoing basically the facade of my building.
Oh, okay.
Clear my black flag.
I'll get it when we get on the straight.
You want a key?
No, I got it.
Oh, we're all going around.
Yeah, it's because I was in the wrong gear trying to get down there from clearing my mate's flag. Guess it's back to the
now that you
pits.
think about it, I probably was. You wonder why you were coming over on me. I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'll take to the grass. You totally blew that corner.
Oops.
Oh, that's good.
All right, I'm done for the night. I'll see y'all tomorrow night.
All right, Ryan, take it easy, man.
You guys as well. Call went good. All right, everybody. So thank you for watching me some practice tonight. Thank you for we have 23 of y'all in here, so thank you guys for coming in. Join my Discord server if you haven't done so, and follow me on my other socials. Everything is linked in the panels underneath the stream. So we're gonna raid Cassie. Here she is. She's playing Minecraft. We raided her before, so we're gonna give her some more raids. We're gonna give her some more. Like I said, I'm done streaming for this week, and thank you all for watching me. And I will see you all next week for some more stuff, and we are ready to go from there. So thank you all for watching me tonight. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.